Let's go ahead and see this in action. Let's go ahead and jump to your browser. Let's make sure to flush the caches to register our new page. I'm going to jump back to the code to copy our path here, which is trails/history. And I'm going to paste that into the address bar and hit enter. Okay, now we've got a page listing all of the latest visits to our site. If I refresh this, you'll see this added, one more is added to it. Now if I go ahead and open up another browser, for example, and we navigate to this page, and we jump around to a couple of pages, and then go back to our trail page, you'll see that we have another session here that's being tracked, and it's got a unique color. So every time that that user visits the page, then we'll track it here. And now I'm going to copy this session ID and pass it as a parameter to this page. When we do this, we should expect that the results will be narrowed down now because we've added a condition to our dynamic query to filter out just the items that match this session ID. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. And now we see that we're just watching this particular session. So I'm going to jump back to our other browser and go to a couple other pages. And then I'm going to refresh this page just so that we can see it grow. Now I'm going to remove this argument from the path so that we can see the pagination happening. So if you see down here, now we have 2 pages worth of history, and we can click those to navigate between them. Now this happens between that magic that occurs with theme pager and our pager default extension that we pass to the query. Now that we're seeing this functionality in action, some other features come to mind as being potentially really nice. For example, wouldn't it be kind of cool to be able to watch users as they go through the site in a live dynamic way, or be able to add blocks for history for particular users so you can track them in particular. So this history allows not only a user to follow their own trail, but for example, administrators to follow the trails of users that are currently on the site and maybe potentially be able to interact with them in some way. In order to do that, one thing that we might need to do is to create a way to save the configuration of a certain view for a history trail. So for example, we might want to view only a particular user's history in a block, or we might want to view just a particular session ID in a block as well.